So I really view our relationship with the Boys and Girls Club as being indispensable to the community. I've been here for a long time, and I've watched this partnership evolve as the needs of the community and the students have evolved over the years. So for many decades, Boys and Girls Club has provided so many different indispensable services, beginning with things as simple as just site-based at the club, childcare, and programs and activities to just engage the youth.
The Board of Ed and the club share the exact same mission. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, people share a mission. They talk about youth development, but everyone has their thing. Somehow, over the decades of this partnership, the language has become one.
As the superintendent, I'm really proud of the partnership that we have with the Boys and Girls Club in Clifton. It's the first partnership that I became aware of when I became superintendent in July of 2019. It's a deeply rooted program in our community. And like I tell my kids that sometimes you are judged by the company you keep. Well, sometimes the strength of a school district is judged by the community partners it has. And we're grateful to be judged by our relationship with the Clifton Boys and Girls Club. They do so much for our kids, do so much for our community, and they're a true partner in education.
I have spent the most part of the past 2 decades of my career working in our school-based programs. And because of that relationship, in addition to the almost 300 children that we bus from the Clifton schools, we are able to serve over 600 additional children in our school-based programs.
The after-school offerings that they provide, now site-based before and after care at every single elementary school in Clifton. That's huge for the working parent, but also for our students to have a really safe, comfortable extension of their day when they're not able to go home.
I mean, I remember my first time meeting Danny and Janina and Mark, and as I was meeting everyone, it was like I might as well have been talking to people who were on the club staff. And they spoke to me like I was part of the school system. We were just talking about kids.
So the partnership is built on kids, but also has other benefits for families. So it's not just an after-school program, but having an after-school program where parents know their kids are safe benefits them in many ways. Lets them go out into the workforce and feel comfortable that their children are in a place where they're safe and they're learning. And I think that's the difference between what the Boys and Girls Club does and what many other organizations do in other districts. It's really they're partners in student learning, and that doesn't happen everywhere.
When you're coming to the Boys and Girls Club, what you're going to find is kind, caring counselors and kind, caring individuals. And it starts from the top down. The counselors are amazing. They're patient, they're warm, they're kind, and kids really need that. If you're coming into a new environment or bringing your kid to a new environment, you want to know that your kid's going to have that comfort level, that someone's going to take them by the hand, show them around, introduce them to the other kids, let them understand what the processes are that go along here. So if you're a parent and you're on a fence of where to send your kid, this is definitely the place, because when you see the growth and the confidence level that your kid starts to build and develop throughout the years, you can't put any words to that.
We have a lot of working families in Clifton. It's very difficult for them to get to the schools at 3 o'clock to pick up their kids. So not only do they have a safe place and safe people to watch their children while they work to support their families, we also provide all those enrichment activities. So it's not just babysitting, we provide really good quality programming for those kids.
So it's really an honor for me as the superintendent to see the Clifton Board of Education recognized by the Boys and Girls Club. Our commissioners do so much on a volunteer basis for our community, much like the people who work at the Boys and Girls Club, who volunteer at the Boys and Girls Club. And truly, we mentioned this partnership. It truly is a partnership. And at the end of the day, that partnership is about what is best for our kids and what is best for our One Clifton community.